players because it's game time here in the class of 2022. For Massachusetts, Isabella IANNONE taking over or starting in goal for Massachusetts in the royal blue uniforms. On the upstate New York side of things, in the orange, it's Kennedy SCHOTTLAND in goal. Coming out of Victor High School, and just like that, Tracy, like a well-oiled machine here at the American Select Lacrosse Championships, we have the final here in the class of 2022. We will redraw here on the opening draw of this game.
Should be a great game as well. And yeah, this is a well-oiled machine, right? I mean,
couple minutes in between games, and here we go. Massachusetts getting here as we try for a third time here of this opening draw. Massachusetts beating Pennsylvania in the semifinals 9-5. Upstate beating Maryland 14-6. So both of these regions getting representation in the championship game for the first time in this tournament.
Exactly.
And it's Massachusetts with the opening draw, and they'll get our first offensive possession here of the class of 2022 championship game. Massachusetts in the blue and red. Upstate New York in the orange.
First 5 minutes usually, you know, everybody kind of feels each other out, see what you have, see what's going on. I like to just take it in the first couple of minutes of each game.
Yeah, it's very much a feeling out process. A strong take off the 8-meter, a save, not even realizing it. There was SCHOTTLAND, but she got a piece and keeps it out. So Upstate looks to clear now. SCHOTTLAND well out of the crease. She comes out to help in the clearing efforts, and now moved ahead. This is Broken Holbrook looking to get it into the offensive end for Upstate. Strong Victor High School presence on this Upstate New York roster. Obviously one of the better programs in the country, and there's a strong take from a Victor High School player, Eva Pronti, with the first goal today.
Pronti makes a nice strong move, gets to the hole, and again doesn't hesitate. And that's what you're going to see with these older players. I mean, there is going to be no hesitation in their game. If you look at the Upstate roster, it's not a very big one. There's only about 15 girls on their roster, so these girls have been playing the entire time. They're ready to go. I mean, for a roster of 15 to get to the championship game, you know that these girls got it going on. That was just a great shot and a great strong take by Pronti.
Now, in the class of 2022, it is the first age group we've seen today in the championship game that could be committed to college verbally. Correct. And Pronti committed to Duke. Obviously, it's not completely official until you sign that letter of intent later on here in the fall, as she takes it again and shoots high. But she is a verbal commit to Duke, play for the Blue Devils.
It's a nice pickup by Coach Kimmel.
Yeah, absolutely. Here she is working goal line extended. Pronti looking for the feed. Now sends it behind the cage. This is Abby Herod. Strong take in front and a save. IANNONE out of Medfield High School with their first stop.
That was a nice save, and you know, again, it's to start off a game, to get a big save. That's all the goalie needs to keep them moving in a good direction. You know, you can't have your goalie get down on themselves. You can't have your goalie get, like, you know, stressed. The goalie has to have a short memory, right? Big save, little save, just save the ball.
As Ted Lasso would say, you got to be like a goldfish, short memories.
That's it. Absolutely.
So Massachusetts a chance to respond, down by 1. Strong take and going top shelf for the score is Riley Bouvier.
That was a nice, strong move to the cage. And again, that starts with the goalie save. So now the goalie's there. She sees that her save, equates into a goal, and now she's feeling good about herself. Everybody does their role. Everybody's good at it, and that which, creates a winning environment.
Another look here for the Stanford commit out of Bishop Girton. Going top shelf.
Yeah, that was that's a nice strong shot too. She'll get to Stanford. Megan Whittle will get a hold of her, the assistant coach, and her offense will really get to a whole nother level.
New coaching staff out there at Stanford over the last couple of years.
Yeah, it's a great staff.
Danielle Spencer taking over there for the Cardinal.
So
yeah, and
she's awesome.
And I tell you what, I joked with her after going to Stanford for the USA Lacrosse spring premiere a couple of Januaries ago. I can see why once you get players on campus, they don't want to not go there.
Oh, it's a country club. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful place to go to college.
That's for sure. In January with the weather in the 60s and it's sunny, it's words, good things to see if you grow up in the Northeast.
Without a doubt. Boy, that play was set up so beautifully, and O'Brien just stepped in the crease, but she was wide open. That was a beautiful, beautiful setup.
So instead, a chance for Massachusetts to clear with the game tied at 1.
Travis, it's just so wonderful to be watching all this lacrosse again and getting back to normalcy. I never thought we'd ever have to say that in our lifetime. And it's just kind of changed our thought process a little bit as well. I'm excited that it's going to be 4 different regions winning. I love seeing all the kids. I just was driving around the last few days watching parents and kids and everybody just be so thankful and happy.
Good strong take there again, but just shot high. Yeah, I think especially for a lot of these players who lost a year of high school lacrosse, and some had varying different types of a high school season this year. It's just such an appreciation for it. There's a little hidden ball trick that Massachusetts tried to run, but up to the challenge there was the goalie, Schottland.
Schottland made a great save on that. Nobody fooled her. It's hard to fool a goalie. They're already thinking outside the box.
That's for sure.
I used to have the best goalies in high school, and I remember Lauren Maxim was just so good. She won an NCAA title at UNC, and I used to say to her after every practice, "I love you, Maxie." And that was all I ever said to her every day of her life. Nothing else to say. She's a goalie,
Takes a brave person to step in the cage and be a lacrosse goalie as Bouvier steps it back.
Yeah. A couple of fries short of a Happy Meal, right? They're the best. When you have a good goalie, life is easy as a coach.
That is for sure. You find a good one, and you want to hold on to her forever. It's a free position chance for Massachusetts. Caroline Kendall lines it up, right in. The bounce shot just wide. Possession stays, though, with Massachusetts here. Bouvier gets inside.
They're going to let them play a little more than the other ages. I'm going to tell you that right now, this graduating group.
Good feed. Another stop. Schottland.
Crazy. That was a crazy good save.
He was ready for that. She has been key for Upstate here early.
Without a doubt.
And we've got another whistle and another 8-meter coming up for Massachusetts. They've not been able to take advantage yet.
These are 2 evenly matched teams. Again, we've said that about all the games today.
Yeah, I mean, even the last game, 2-goal difference, it was a pick 'em the entire way. Flip of the coin. Just
without a doubt.
Couple of momentum swings going New Jersey's way in that class of 2023 championship.
I think New Jersey just got hot at the right time.
Yeah, and speaking of getting hot at the right time, Kennedy Schottland, another save.
She's been unbelievable this first half. And now you know why Upstate probably made it this far.
Yeah, that can change everything when you get a hot goalie going.
Correct. That's all you need, truly.
So Upstate goes back to work offensively. This is Pronti. She's got the goal so far.
Well, it's a good thing, too, because she's the only goalie on their roster, so she needs to be hot.
It's like one of those where you're sore by the end of this tournament when you're the only option.
Yeah, but if you're holding the hardware, that sore feels so good.
It feels very good.
But I hope that I hope it's on a long drive home with all that goalie equipment. Holy cow! In 3 days of 92-degree weather.
Yeah. Put it in the trunk.
Yeah. Sometimes that doesn't help.
It's true. Little play on here for Massachusetts and a snipe up top.
And you could see that happening. The hands were free the entire time. And when that happens, holy cow. I mean, that was just unloaded. That shot was unloaded. Was that Lindsay Trussell who took that? Or
no, Bouvier with her second.
Bouvier, okay. So she's coming down on this, and you see her hands are free. So no one's on her, right? They haven't shut her down. They don't think she's going to shoot from the outside, and it's just that stutter step, and she's gone. And her hands were free the entire time, and she got everything behind that shot.
That was kind of a little like Kyle Harrison vintage split dodge there to get the hands free.
Kyle Harrison. All right.
Yeah,
Johns Hopkins University.
Yeah, playing his final year of professional lacrosse.
Oh, that's a shame.
One of the greats of the sport.
He's a great ambassador of the sport. That's why I like Kyle.
Yeah, that is for sure. Good takeaway here by Upstate. Abby Herod just jumped the passing lane. Jessica Robinson brings it into the attacking third, and they'll get a possession here for Upstate, back down by 1.
And like I said before, Trav, these games, they fly. I mean, we're already at the halfway point, I mean, of the first half.
And you just get the feeling that both teams are getting a little bit more comfortable. There's Ashley Volpe with the goal to tie it here at 2.
That's that inside move that I love, and I wish more attackers used it. All the attackers just love to go strong side, strong side, strong side. But if you can draw your defender, bait her up the line, and then do the inside crease roll, watch her set her up. So there's 2 behind, 1 defender. Here she comes. She's going to bait her up the line, and boom, right to the inside. So, Volpe makes her defender think that she's going to go up and around her, and instead, as soon as the defender leans, bam, there she takes her. What a great play.
Volpe hailing from the southern tier of New York, playing for Corning High School.
It's cold up there.
It is. I spent plenty of time in the southern tier early in my career, and it is indeed cold.
Yes, it is.
So Massachusetts wins the draw, and they get possession back, now tied at 2. And I was just saying, both teams, the first half of this opening half, it felt like kind of a feeling out process. Now both teams seem to have gotten a little bit more comfortable.
Without a doubt. They're really feeling good about the game now. Now they're in the flow of the game, doing what they need to do.
Massachusetts turned it over, but they get it right back here. Now they'll settle things down as we near the 11-minute mark of this first half. 25-minute running time halves. Clock will stop in the final couple of minutes of each half. Good patience here from Massachusetts. Looking for that cutter in the middle. And it's Schottland coming out of the crease to pick up the ground ball.
Have a nice little shovel pass with that big old stick.
Yeah, Delaney Cassidy picks it up, showcasing the speed. Now Amber DeRosa looks to clear, and it'll play on here off that whistle. And Upstate gets another possession. Fiona French sends it behind. It's where Pronti's been attacking from for most of the game.
Yeah, they really run a lot of their offense from X, you know, where a lot of teams have hybrided now and they try to do it from the top or from the elbows, but they're staying traditional here, this Upstate group.
Here's Volpe from goal line extended. Good defense.
Defender didn't get fooled twice, right?
Yeah. Oh, great feed and a better finish.
Wow.
Going to that far side pipe for the goal was Olivia Bruno. The assist from Volpe. And Upstate has a 3-2 lead.
Wow, that was gorgeous. And that was, you know, that's a lot harder than it looks. I know everybody's like watching this play, but this is a tough feed, a great catch, and a better shot.
Upstate up 3-2 here in the first half. Back here in Delaware, upstate New York, just taking a 3-2 lead on the goal by Olivia Bruno right there before our media timeout. Bruno, a Virginia commit, hailing from Victor High School. And she has given the upstate team an early advantage here as we're just under 10 minutes to go in the first half. How about another look, Tracy?
I love it. I mean, that's a tough pass, a great catch, and a better shot. I mean, you can't ask for more than that from a player.
Yeah, to kind of go back and make the grab, and then goes to the far post for the goal. So
she had that long reach, though. You know, I mean, she's a nice big target. It's just exactly what UVA likes. That's a Julie Meyer prototypical type player.
Verbally committed to play for the Cavaliers in a couple of seasons. All these players getting ready for their senior years of high school, the class of 2022.
Yeah, and again, I mean, I know a lot of these girls are a little stressed still, and they shouldn't be. There's a place for everybody to play, and they have just a great opportunity now to actually play their full senior year, hopefully with no restrictions. They got this full summer in.
Oh, good feed, but a save. IANNONE up to the challenge on that one.
Yeah, that was a great feed. It looked like she had a little, tough adjustment on the handle. Didn't get off the kind of shot that she would want to. But the goalie stood toe-to-toe.
And so Massachusetts quickly back the other way. Looking for the quick strike. Goes out of bounds. Going to be a shot or a pass. They'll say it's a shot, and the backup there for Massachusetts. By the way, always a thank you to the officials for these tournaments as well. It's as long as the days are for the parents and the players, it's equally as long for the officials. Oh, great finish. Massachusetts ties things up at 3 on a nice catch and shot in the middle.
Yeah, that was set up very, very well. I mean, Campbell found herself wide open, nobody near her. And you'll see this play right here. All of a sudden, the feeder looks up, and you're just standing there by yourself on the doorstep, just slid behind that defense. Campbell makes him pay for that.
Katie Campbell with her first goal. She goes up top for the score.
Yep, just slid in as the defense was shifting, to the ball side. It's a nice play.
Teammates at Bishop Girton with Riley Bouvier, who has the other 2 goals for Massachusetts. So Bishop Girton well represented so far for Massachusetts.
Yeah. And Campbell's committed. Do you know where she's committed to?
She is not. I do not know where she's committed to.
Yeah. Just curious. It said yes on the sheet, but I didn't see where. Okay.
We'll get our IT department on that here for a second.
That's really okay. I'm just curious. You look at it, and a lot of the girls are committed, which I like to see.
And we were talking about it in the class of 2023. This class equally is difficult of a recruiting process. They had to go through, what is a very big recruiting year last summer with so many different restrictions. Coaches couldn't watch them play live. So it's been a very different process for them, maybe than some classes in the past.
Much more difficult for them. I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
By the way, Katie Campbell, another Virginia commit.
There you go. I was very curious because she looked like that.
Shout out to our stats guy Bailey today for making sure we get that one on the air.
Good ball movement here by Upstate New York. They're so, again, I love a patient offense.
And they're showcasing it here. Hello, Pierpont, excuse me. He sends it behind to Pronti. This is where the offense has been coming from Upstate. Pronti trying to get in the middle, a push.
What a great move, though. I mean, she beat 2 defenders on that and then was tap dancing along the goal circle. I loved it.
So she lines up an 8-meter. See what she does here. It's a tough angle, but she is not stopping. Pronti has it stripped. Another whistle.
She almost had her scalp stripped on that one. But again, you know, as you're an attacker, you got to learn how to take those hits and keep on going.
And she'll line it up again. Another free position chance for Eva Pronti, the Duke commit.
She'll fit in perfect there.
It's another take. Pronti, bounce shot just wide. And the backup, it'll stay here with Upstate New York. Volpe, a quick restart. Already has a goal and an assist today. Good backdoor look. Bruno with her second on the feed there for Pronti.
Boy, Bruno's crafty. And I was watching that play develop as it was going. And she was just kind of standing around. And as soon as her defender shifted to look at ball, she was gone. What a great play. What a great feed, too. That's just a beautiful play to watch in general. Right here. There's the feed, and bam, right there. Wide open. Nobody near her.
And you have to like what Upstate has done with Volpe and Pronti. They've both kind of been able to work from X as kind of that quarterbacking type role, and then they're flashing other players on that backside.
Absolutely. You know, that number 1 must be attached to we had a Long Island kid from Garden City, a Bruno, and she wore number 1 too. So funny. We had Alex Bruno. She was a great lacrosse player.
Massachusetts here wins the draw. Brooke McCloy brings it in.
Clean game so far, though. Not a lot of penalties, not a lot of fouls. I love it.
Yeah, it has been well played.
Yes. So that just shows you again that the teams that came out of these brackets into the championships were the correct, you know, teams. Nobody kind of snuck in there. Not that anybody would, but I'm saying that these girls are exceptional lacrosse players.
Yeah, they were tested throughout to get to this championship game for sure. Another save. SCHOTTLAND. She's been part of the story in this first half.
She sure has been. Really stands her ground and just, you know, because you look at her stature and she's not a prototypical looking type goalie, you know, but she's so athletic and has zero fear factor.
Herod gets it over midfield. Doinked one of her teammates in the head, but French still able to pick up the ground ball.
Yeah, Bruno.
Or excuse me, Bruno.
Yeah. That was good hustle play by Bruno, you know, and again, that's what the college coaches look at. You know, the ball got by her, but she still found a way to keep possession.
Ooh, good save at the other end.
Almost snuck that in.
Yeah, Volpe showed some good elusiveness to get that left hand free. IANNONE with the big save. Upstate, though, keeps possession here, a 4-3 lead as we near 2 minutes to go. Remember, final 2 minutes of this half. The clock will stop on the whistle. Pronti looking for some space, draws the double. Also draws a whistle, and Upstate calls a timeout.
It's a smart play. They This would be a nice momentum. Do you want to hold on for the last shot? We're under 2 minutes. Do we want to be aggressive? What do we want to do? We could either go up 5-3 or go in with 1 goal, or, you know, if it doesn't work out, we might be tied. Let's see what they choose.
A minute 54 to go in this first half. We'll take a break here in the Class of 2022 championship game. So coming out of the timeout, it'll be Upstate New York that keeps the possession with a minute 54 to go. And Tracy, I mean, what do you do in this situation? Do you hold for one and make sure that even if you don't score, you're in the lead, or do you take an opportunity if you see it here early?
Well, that's me personally. I mean, that's just my coaching style. It's going to come down to the coach's coaching style. For me in a game like this, I would rather go in either up 2 or up 1 as opposed to tied. But that's just my coaching style.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Minutes, yeah, 2 minutes could be a long time, though, to hold on to it. Or if it's where the defense breaks down and you have that 100% wide open shot, how do you not take it, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And so Upstate New York, they'll put it into play from back behind the cage. It looks like it's Pronti with it. Goal and an assist today for the Duke commit out of Victor High School. And they send the double here on Pronti. Goes toward the cage, keeps all possession, and now sends it over to Volpe.
It's smart not to force that. You know, a lot of younger players are going to try to force that shot anyway. Oh, they called my number, or the play's for me, but no need.
So Pronti now has it. Goal line extended. Excuse me, Volpe. Now Pronti, who quickly gets doubled and is fouled. Massachusetts wants
out.
Pronti with a couple of players trailing her. Loose ball. And it's scooped up by Massachusetts. So a chance with about a minute to go for Massachusetts to try to tie this game.
Yeah, they're going to have no hesitation going to the goal. They're not going to hold it for a last shot or anything like that.
Settle things down here at X. .40 seconds to go in the first half. We heard it from the sideline for Massachusetts. Patience, and
correct.
Team listened. Good juke move, but another good save by Schottland.
So again, you know, you think about it, you want patience. Is that the shot that you're looking for? But you never want to tell an attacker or anybody on offense.
Stolen away, intercepted. Massachusetts, a foul in front.
That's a smart foul to take.
Yeah.
Because it was 3 on nobody if you don't take that foul.
That was great anticipation on the ride for Massachusetts. So they get the ball back, a chance. But the loose ball is scooped up here by Upstate New York, and that'll go their way.
That's going to end the half.
Amber DeRosa picked up the loose ball, and that is how this first half will end. So things kind of slow to start, but an entertaining first half, and we got a good one after 25 minutes. It's a 4-3 Upstate New York lead over Massachusetts here at the American Select Class of 2022 Championship. We will continue to get you ready for the second half here from Delaware as we step aside, a 4-3 game at the break. We got a new goalie here starting the second half for Massachusetts. It's number 16, Carly Peterson, taking over. The Colgate commit jumps into goal. On the other end, Kennedy Schottland. We mentioned Tracy, she's the only goalie on the roster, and she is back in there, number 13, after a good first half for Upstate New York.
Absolutely. When you have a good goalie, just go with it.
and she'll be happy about this. Upstate New York wins the opening draw, and with a 4-3 advantage, a chance to add to it.
Yeah, draw control, we've been preaching about this for the first 3 games. Such an important piece, especially when the game is tight.
This is Ella Wilmot. Working from X. Wilmot rolling near side off the pipe. And we got a whistle before the shot.
Yeah, she's going to get, again, an 8-meter, but I think it's going to be from a really tough angle.
Let's see where they put this one. Guess who's grabbing it? It's Pronti.
Oh, I wonder if the call was 3 seconds then. If it's not goal line extended, they moved her up top.
So this is actually a very good look for Eva. She goes right into the goal, and she scores to start the scoring in the second half, her second.
Yeah, that was a nice goal by Pronti. Again, she's the type of player that once you put the ball in her cross, and she's got an opportunity like that, she's going to bury it.
Pronti's third point of the day.
Nice move. Nice, just speed move all the way. And you can tell by the way her stick was that she was not just going to take 2 steps and crank it.
Yeah, she went all the way in. So 2 goals and an assist for the Duke commit out of Victor High School. And Upstate New York has the 5-3 lead. First 2-goal advantage we've seen today is there's a foul on the draw.
And Massachusetts should get the ball in this one, and a yellow. I believe there was a yellow card distributed.
I think you're right. We'll get a double check on that.
Somebody by the penalty box there, right?
Yeah. So a player advantage here for Massachusetts.
Two, 4, 6. Yes, they're playing man up. Okay.
So good opportunity for this Massachusetts squad early in the second half.
Yeah, to get some momentum back going their way.
Yeah. Feed in the middle, just off. Good look.
It was a good look, and I will say right now, the difference in this game is Upstate New York shooting percentage. They're really on point with their shots.
Massachusetts with the backup, they keep possession. And a shooting space call.
It's a great opportunity right here.
Winding, firing off the post. And on the rebound, a nice job by Upstate New York to steal away the possession.
And a check to the head, so now we're going to be even. So Massachusetts has a player now that's carded as well.
Grace Callahan scooped up that loose ball that came firing off the pipe. And then she gets her team back to kind of even strength here.
Correct.
Whoa. Look out.
You're good, Rye.
It's one way to stop a fast break.
That is for sure. Callahan was full steam ahead.
You know what?
With Emily DeGeorge.
Right, and she got pushed from behind, but I will tell you, sometimes it's hard. They're never going to call a charge in the middle of the field like that. And I know the defender will think that they have position, I should say. But, the attackers coming, full speed ahead, dodging and weaving from people. They very rarely call a charge in the middle of the field.
Fiona French has it behind. We got a whistle. And offside's the call on Massachusetts. So it
right. Everybody's still man down, so they needed to remember that.
So this is 6-on-6 lacrosse here in this half of the field.
Correct. Although it looks like Upstate's penalty may be over, and it's just now they're man up.
But a free position earned here by Upstate New York. Good chance here by Ella Wilmot. Right to the cage. Wilmot scores her first.
Upstate's just doing a great job right now.
Cornell commit out of Pittsford Sutherland High School.
The shot percentage, I just think that right now, Upstate, you know, they're just so on point with where they're shooting and how they're shooting, their patience of their game. Again, that's a hip side non-stick. You're not going to be able to save that. You'll see the goalie's moving, and she just goes right to the hip. You can't get your stick to that area in time. And again, it's non-stick side, so she was just trying to either get her body or the butt of the stick there, and that's just not going to happen. I'm very impressed with the shot selection from Upstate.
Yeah, and you mentioned that's kind of been the difference, because Massachusetts has had some good looks. They just haven't had the same shot percentage.
Correct.
So Upstate New York with a 3-goal advantage, their largest lead today. Massachusetts, though, picks it up off the draw. And a quick whistle will keep it with the team in blue.
Big possession here from Massachusetts. We always talk about momentum, right, Travis? It's time for Massachusetts to switch the momentum in their favor.
Yeah,
the same way that New Jersey did.
Yeah, exactly. This is exactly what we saw in that first game. It was back and forth in the first half. Connecticut took a 3-goal advantage early, and then it was New Jersey storming back. Reposition chance here for Massachusetts, and they'll just keep the possession going.
And no need to panic on Mass's side. There's still plenty of time left in this game.
Nearing 17 minutes to go. Got another whistle. Let's see what Massachusetts does here. I believe that is Brooke McLoy lining up a free position. Feeds in front. Tough handle, and it's saved. Schottland got a piece and keeps it out.
Schottland's played a great game as well. I mean, we want to talk about maybe the shooting percentage. I think Schottland's also a part of that.
Yeah, for sure. She made a couple of big saves in the first half, and now a couple here in the second half as well. And Upstate New York able to clear.
It's so momentum lifting for a defense when your goalie is on fire, and you know, it takes all the pressure off the offense.
All it takes is one of those saves in front where as a defense you're like, oh no, that's going in, and then your goalie bails you out and it just rejuvenates a team.
100%.
And speaking of saves, a good save at the other end by Peterson.
Stayed on the pipe, didn't give her an inch to shoot at.
Massachusetts will keep possession. Lindsay Wilmot knocked over, and she'll put it back into play. Massachusetts looking to attack from X. Strong take, shot wide, and that is, I think, a backup earned by the goalie Schottland.
Absolutely. When the ball went over the end line, she was closest. It's not who's closest when the ball stops moving. It's when the ball goes over the end line, who's the closest player.
So a heads-up play by the goalie to quickly get out of the crease, get the backup, and earns Upstate New York another possession. She's okay with taking her time with the 3-goal advantage.
She sure is. You saw the Massachusetts girls like, who's got her?
Who's going to go challenge the goalie?
You know, the one thing that I noticed, Travis, with as we were going up in age, the grades, the more intelligence, the IQ in breaking the ride. You know, the younger kids get jammed up with the pressure, but the older players, the more experienced ones, boy, I tell you what, they don't get too frazzled getting rid of the ride.
Yeah, there's no panic. There's a calm to getting it up over midfield and to the attacking third.
Yeah, just bringing it in safe, you know?
Yeah. So that's what Upstate New York does here. Wilmot has it back at X. Just scored her first goal of the championship, shoots wide.
Upstate has the backup on that, though.
It's Pronti.
Said her name a lot today.
Yeah, she has been a really key part of Upstate New York's success so far. We're under 14 minutes to go in this championship game. Plenty of patience for Upstate New York, but it's taken away by Massachusetts. Good defense.
That was a great play.
And a nice job to dance out of some traffic by Massachusetts, and now they have a chance to get it to the offense.
Right, which is just what we were talking about, right? So there is the ride coming at them, and you just figure out a way, you know, no panic, no stress.
Massachusetts looking to attack quickly, going all the way through and drawing a whistle. Caroline Kendall, who earns a free position. Straight away for Kendall. And she goes right to goal. Another save by Schottland.
Boy, I thought that hit the pipe and bounced out so hard.
This is... She's been putting on a show in goal.
She sure has.
Quickly, Upstate, end to end. It was Ashley Volpe with her second goal. The save, the clear, and the finish.
And that's it. You know, it's a big play on one end, turns into a fast break going on the other end, and that's all it needs. You know, the Massachusetts girls have to be tired right now. They thought they were going to have an opportunity on offense, and all of a sudden they had to turn around and run back to try to get on the defense. And when you see that shot, it's all about placement. Volpe didn't shoot at 900 miles an hour. She just got it by the goalie.
Yeah, great placement on the bounce shot to the far side pipe. Volpe with 3 points today, a couple of goals to go along with an assist. And it has been all Upstate New York in this second half. It was a one-goal game at the break. They've now scored 3 unanswered. But a quick draw win by Massachusetts to see if they go quickly. And there's a shooting space call. So McCloy lines it up from the 8-meter.
They have to score here, Travis. Have to get themselves together in terms of just trying to not, you know, there's only 10 and a half minutes left. So, you know, not that, and again, you don't want to harp on the time being an issue. It's still plenty of time to play. That being said, you know, you can't have them extend the lead any further.
Yeah, and these 8 meters with Schottland in goal have been difficult for Massachusetts. Let's see if they get one here. No, deflection in front, and it's stolen away by Upstate New York.
Upstate, you know, and again, we give Schottland a lot of credit, but when you have a great goalie who's on fire as a defender, that allows you the confidence to take some more chances. And I see the defense being a lot more swarming and a lot more aggressive because they know that they have a hot goalie behind them.
Yeah, it was Grace Callahan, number 14, who made the defensive play and then scooped up the ground ball on that end. And now another chance for Upstate New York to add to the now 4-goal edge. This is Volpe again from that goal line extended. Spinning. Volpe trying to get through the defense. And And that'll earn her a free position.
Yeah, that was close. You know, anytime you spin and sometimes when you turn your back, like right here, but she did not back her way in. And you see the defense is still moving. So I'm sure that their coach wanted a charge on that, but you see she didn't back her way into the defenders. And then when she got that step, when the defense closes in and their feet are still moving and you've established position, it's always going to be a defensive foul.
Volpe spins again, just wide.
And Massachusetts has the backup on that one. They're starting to be a little more aggressive now because they're sensing, you know, you're under 10 minutes to go, that it's go time.
Yeah, there's a little sense of urgency for Massachusetts.
Yes.
There's a bump. I think it's McCloy that is going to get another chance here at the free position. Or no, they'll back her up a bit. Reagan O'Brien, who brought it over midfield for Massachusetts, number 15. Need a goal here. Still have not scored in this second half.
Unbelievable. That's an unbelievable statement of Upstate's defense and goalie play.
Another stop by Schottland. Might have gotten some help from the pipe, and that shot is high. It's like there's a brick wall in front of the cage.
It's going to be another 8-meter here. They have to bury one of these.
Under 8 minutes to go now. Trying to duck through. Schottland got a piece again, and then it's deflected out wide. And it's Upstate New York ball.
Unbelievable. She's stealing the show. I have to be honest. She's playing great.
I mean, it's not for a lack of opportunities for Massachusetts.
Correct. They're just against the hot goalie right now who's just feeling it.
You see why this Upstate New York team has found their way to this championship.
No question.
And now a chance to eat up some more time off the clock as we're right around 7 minutes to go.
And they should.
Yeah, you put the ball in the stick of Volpe or Pronti. I mean, just so calm with it. Great confidence.
Yeah, just keep it wide. Just stay wide, work the ball around, make the defense come out after you so the slides are far away, and then you can attack the cage in a 1v1. Get those obstructionist shooting space calls. Here comes the defense now. They have to come out. Everybody else just clear out of the middle of the 8-meter. Stay away from the restraining line so you can't get back checked.
Ava Plata sends it now to Volpe.
These girls have done this a million times since they've been 7 years old.
This is the fun part. When you're in the lead in this situation, that's when it's
Correct.
fun.
Correct. When you have to chase, it's painful.
Yeah, that's the worst.
It is the worst. You're tired, your legs are aching, everybody's yelling at you.
Wilmot has it at X. We have a whistle in front. Gonna be a man-up situation?
Did he give her a yellow card?
I'm not sure. I didn't see.
I didn't see the card, but maybe. Did we miss it?
It's going to be a free position here for Volpe.
And now the time's starting to become critical. You're almost at the 5-minute mark.
It is a man-up situation as Volpe shoots wide. The backup there for Pronti, though.
Yeah, I'm surprised that she would even shoot on that. Now you're man up. You can run 2 minutes off this clock in a man-up situation, and then to be 3 minutes left in the game, up by 4, you're in pretty good shape.
Pronti playing keep away. The Duke commits had a nice game so far with 3 points, a couple of goals and an assist.
Yeah, so this is what I would expect from the offense. See, they're all just staying spread. They're making the girls come out after them. They're man up, so someone's going to be wide open. They're having fun with it now, right, Trav?
Oh yeah, this is the celebration type situation. You just spread it all out. You play keep away. It's when you're feeling really good.
Yeah, when you're feeling like the game's in your control.
Yeah, that's how you always want it. Wilmot behind. Looking for the feed and up top for another goal.
Wow.
Fourth goal of this second half for Upstate New York, and they are in control. Abby Herod with her first.
That was a rocket. Herod, that was, when you see this replay, boy, oh boy, Boston College commit, I'm not surprised. Yeah. When you see this, she just lets it fly. Boom. And it's in the net, in the back of the net. Like one, look how strong this is. One step and it's perfectly placed. Upper corner.
For the top 20 ranked players by IL Women. She gets the feed from Ella Wilmot, who picks up her second point of this championship game to go along with the goal she scored earlier in this second half. And now it's Herod on the draw, who picks it up for Upstate New York.
What a dominant performance in the second half by Upstate New York. Defensive end, goalie play, unbelievable. To shut out a team.
Yeah, that is, I mean, no matter how long the half is and what type of rules you're playing, that is an impressive feat.
Without a doubt.
Amber DeRosa feeding off the pipe, just off the edge for Pronti. So Massachusetts finally gets the ball back for the first time in what has to feel like forever.
Since halftime.
Yeah.
Not a lot of time left to score 5 goals.
No, they need, and we've seen Herod have a good control at the draw circle. So Massachusetts has to go quickly as we've got a whistle.
And this will take it down to the 2-minute stoppage.
Sorrel Lawton was the Massachusetts player looking to cut through the defense, and she'll pick up the free position opportunity here. See if they can finally break through. Lawton, another stop by Schottland.
She's been unbelievable. You know, and as good as everybody else has played, she would be my player of the game.
She's been a huge difference maker. And once you make a couple of those saves, especially in the free position, it just gets in the opposing team's head.
Without a doubt.
Got a timeout here, and we will take it as well. 1:40 to go. Upstate New York, they have been dominant in this second half. They've got an 8-3 lead. Couple of minutes away from a championship. 1:40 away from a championship here in the American Select Lacrosse Class of 2022 championship game. Soon to be high school seniors from Upstate New York and Massachusetts battling. Tracy, this was a 4-3 game at the half, but Upstate New York has had the control of the second half. Great play in goal by Kennedy Schottland, and then the offense has done the rest at the other end.
No doubt about it. And I just think that Upstate made the most of their offensive plays, because really Massachusetts defense did not play poorly at all. They just, on the offensive end, they just ran into the brick wall that was the Upstate defense.
Yeah, and Schottland's made saves. The defense has gained confidence and made some good plays at that end. And so now a chance to run out the final minute here of what has been an exciting day from the DE Turf Complex. Tracy, it's been a fun day to crown 4 champions here on LSN.
Correct, and 4 separate champions, which is just, you know, from a lacrosse perspective, from our standpoint, it just is a great, great thing.
Yeah, 17 different regions in each of these age groups represented. And in the end, we're going to end up with 4 different champions. It was Maryland in the class of 25, Connecticut in the class of 2024, and New Jersey in the class of 2023. And it's going to be Upstate New York carrying the banner here in the class of 2022.
Love it. It was just a great 72 hours. You know, LSN, thank you so much for this coverage. You know, it's just been a wonderful event, and the girls love it. They're all going to be able to watch and re-celebrate for years winning this event.
And there is the final horn. They'll celebrate with Kennedy Schottland, the goalie, as Upstate New York, the queens in the class of 2022, here in American Select Lacrosse.
So happy for them. Such a great game. And again, this was one of our smaller rosters. There was only 15 young ladies on it, and they just came out here this week and just got it done.
And so they will get to celebrate with their teammates, and they'll get some swag and hardware for their accomplishment. We will get you to the trophy ceremony when we come back as Upstate New York, the champions in the class of 2022. Welcome back here to the D Turf Complex. It's a final. Upstate New York, 8-3 winners in the American Select Lacrosse Championship here for the class of 2022. Our fourth different champion from a different region crowned here today on LSN. Travis Eldridge and Tracy Weiner back with you. And Tracy, as we wait for Upstate New York to get their swag and their hardware for winning this championship, just give us some final thoughts on what was a really fun day for us here on LSN and a fun tournament over the last 3 days in Delaware.
I'll tell you, when you get to watch players play for their region, it's a whole different type of pride play. You know, they're up there playing for their state, playing for their area. Most of these girls, they might not play together 24/7, but they do all know each other. They're not strangers. And, you know, they got to hang out under the tents in their specific areas. There was so much on social media. They were so excited to be here. They have the shirts that have, you know, the map of where they're from, the T-shirts that they have, the smiles. You know, you just can't replace that. And it's just so much fun and so much pride to run an event such as this. Look at them waiting for their goalie, as they should, because she was outstanding today.
She deserves all the extra time she wants after her performance in this tournament.
Yeah, and I'm just so proud to be a part of it in general, you know, an event like this. And then to get to announce it, and the girls just love it. You know, they love all the, you know, the TV, look at the smiles on their faces. I can't even, I mean, and the parents are all excited. They're taking a million pictures. Everybody's just in a happy place right now. They're all running up. Here we go.
Yeah, you got to make sure, and the parents will point, say, hey, I'm up next, and everybody gets their picture, and they get to celebrate what has been a really fun couple of days, as each player will get a championship hat, a shirt, and, of course, a ball, and they've got plenty of memories to remember this weekend by. Tracy, this was a lot of fun. We appreciate all that you do for us and all that you've done here to help this tournament move along. Thank you so much, and this was a lot of fun.
Great. Thank you so much, guys, for having me, as always. And enjoy your month of August. I hope everybody gets a breather. And can't wait to speak with you guys again soon.
Of course. Obviously, this kind of ends the recruiting cycle, at least for a little bit, as we'll get a pause coming up here, and everybody gets a well-deserved time to take a deep breath and enjoy what will be the rest of the summer. But for now, we will sign off after crowning 4 champions here on LSN from the American Select Lacrosse Championships. For Tracy Weiner, our producer Dylan Hand, my fellow play-by-play man Tom Eschen, I'm Travis Eldridge, saying so long from Delaware, and thanks for watching.